Hey everybody, welcome back to Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house. I am James and welcome to the week in review number 8. Jill and the girls worked on the landscaping. We get so carried away working on the house that sometimes we forget there's a yard out front. Did a little more work on the concrete board in the laundry room and the tiny bathroom. I went shopping for hardware to build the truck cab lift because we've got to move some dirt, it sounds like. I began working on a window ramp for that dirt so that we can move it from wherever it gets dumped into the white room in the basement so that we can then put it in buckets so that we can then carry it into the crawl space and start backfilling the excavation on the other side of the foundation wall. Baseboard cleaning continues. It is the gift that keeps on giving, and we helped initiate the end of the human race as we know it. We bought one of those silly robot vacuums. It's actually kind of nice because when we're ready to leave the house, we hit the button and the thing goes and it does its thing, and we come back and things are clean. I washed the gutters and the eaves and the soffits. Nothing really fancy. It was just, a spray-on product, and it's never as easy as they say it's going to be in the marketing hype. So I did end up using a brush, and it looks fine. We also used one of those spray-on products to wash the outside of the windows. We got all of the baseboard heater covers washed and are in the process of installing those back into the rooms they came from. Chemical warfare was initiated on some sort of a hornet nest or a wasp nest. I don't really know the correct entomological term for this insect. I just know that they're holes and they deserve what's coming to them. The abatement workers for the vermiculite in the attic started on their prep work, sealing up the vents, the various vents and ways of access for possibly contaminated material to come down from the attic into the lower level. They've worked on that, and I worked on leveling the seams on the cement board. I've done something wrong. I don't really know what it is, but on some of the seams, I have a hump in the middle of it. And it's my inexperience. So what I'm having to do is to go back and level those down. Right now I'm using a rasp, because that's all I've got right now. We did get rid of the tires that were in the workshop. The gentleman who we bought the house from finally sold his Camaro, and so we have a little bit of extra space, and we did a lot of talking and planning and scheduling and ordering this week. We ordered ceiling fans for all 3 of the bedrooms, the living room, the Asian room, and the breakfast nook. We have picked up tile samples. We have picked up mirrors. We have picked up all kinds of stuff that we're kind of stockpiling away, because as soon as this abatement goat rope gets done in the attic and we get the all clear, there's all kinds of stuff that is going to kind of start to kick off because of that. And that has caused us to spend some time going, okay, what's the order? What's our order of operations to get this done with? Because we want to try to do it in the most efficient manner possible. At the same time, you always have the budget to deal with, and it's important. So that's what's going on. Next week is going to be interesting because 4 or 5 days of it is going to be people working on the attic, and when they're working in the attic, we've been advised not to be in the house. So we'll see what goes on next week. Hey, if you are a new subscriber to Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house here on the YouTubes, we're glad to have you here. If you're one of the old timers, we're glad you're still here. Be sure to click like on the videos. Be sure to put a comment down below the sermon notes. We love to hear from you guys. We love to interact and find out better ways to do things. And if we have done something wrong in one of our videos and you know the correct way to do it in as kind and loving manner as you are possible, please let us know, because we want to showcase DIY projects that can happen, and we also want to show you some things to avoid. I'm James. You guys have a great weekend. Cheers.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house, consider checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and to get the latest updates on our progress, like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Perhaps we should have some wine.